suppose he's right about rummaging through somebody else's briefcase, but that balderdash fellow was so
evil.
smarmy and evil. I mean, what good person would wear those terrible pinstripe trousers and that terrible overcoat and that top hat? Oh. I suppose he wears that top hat to cover up his bald spot, but nothing covers up that white hair. Well, he can never cover up his portly belly, and he is rather homely. Extremely. I think I just discovered the person Ted is looking for. I have to find him right away. Oh, sorry. Oh, Ted, Tizzy, have you seen Ted anywhere? Not since you called him a coward. Well, I need to find him right away. Oh, changed your mind about him, didn't ya? He was kind of handsome in a dreamy sort of way. Not for a romantic reason, although I wish it was. You see, it concerns the fella Ted is looking for. The brake line slasher? Yes. Tizzy, I think I know who he is. You do? Oh my gosh, he's not on this train, is he? Yes, he is. We need to find him right away. Oh, well, I didn't see Ted at the front of the train. Maybe he's in the back? Maybe he's in the club car. Let's go find him. We gotta hurry because he might come to the... Yeah. If you see him, send him our way, okay? We might take a pit stop at the bar.
Rats, she didn't hear me. Well, perhaps someone here could help me. You, sir, do you have a knife sharpener on you I can borrow? How about you, sir? Do you have a knife sharpener? No? No? You haven't? Did anyone here order the steak? Oh, say, you there, trustworthy. You wouldn't happen to have a knife sharpener on you, would you?
No.
How about a sharp knife?
I'm afraid not. What do you need a sharp knife for?
Well, you see, I ordered the steak, and my steak knife is dull.
I'm afraid you're out of luck. Say, well, I have you here. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions about my investigation?
Well, make it snappy. You know, my steak is waiting for me in my compartment, and as everybody knows, there's nothing worse than cold steak.
Well, I could think of a few things worse, like sabotage. Which leads me to my first question. I understand you are on this train, Mr. Balderdash, because you're hoping to place an offer to purchase the Outer Tail Valley Railroad.
Well, that is true, except about an hour ago I received a telegram notifying me that my offer to purchase was accepted, and I take possession of this train first thing tomorrow morning. You're not happy?
So why is it that you want to buy this particular railroad?
I fail to see what my business dealings have to do with your investigation.
Well, as you know, it's my job to investigate incidents of sabotage, which leads to questions of motive. Who would stand to gain the most from higher insurance rates?
So
who would benefit the most? Other than someone trying to buy the Otter Tail Valley at a cutthroat rate.
Are you implying that I'm responsible for cutting the brake lines?
I'm suggesting it's a strong possibility.
Oh, be careful who you accuse, young man. Without proof, there are libel laws in this country. Besides, if I were responsible, wouldn't the brake lines already be cut?
Not necessarily. The other brake lines weren't cut until right before we arrived in Fremont. And we're right before we arrived at the station, rather, and we're still several hours away from Fremont. I'll let that sink in. Besides, now that you've purchased the Otter Tail Valley Railroad, you may have decided you don't want to damage your own property.
Well, as the new owner, I think it is my duty to let you know that your services as a detective are no longer needed. We have a detective on the H.H. and Railroad. H.H. Railroad. And we certainly do not need two.
That's all right. I was going to tender my resignation anyway.
No. I didn't say you were no longer employed.
Then what did you mean?
We need fine young workers on our lines. You could join the combined companies. I could see you doing coal shoveling, garbage disposal, shoveling snow off the tracks in the winter, or, get this, or you could be a waiter in this very dining room.
Well, I have no doubt, Mr. Balderdash, that I would do excellent in any of those jobs due to my wide and varied skill set. I can't help but feel that you're trying to belittle me. No, I think I'll stick with investigation. Besides, there'll be plenty of other railroads that will need a railroad detective.
Suit yourself. Of course. Little does he know that I own most of the other railroads, and he hasn't got a ghost of a chance of getting a job with any of them.
I'm still standing right here, Mr. Balderdash.
So, if you'll excuse me, this conversation's boring me. I'm going to go inspect my new property. Good day to you, Gumshoe.
Well, isn't this just great? First, I lose my potential girlfriend, and now my job. What else could go wrong?
Oh, yoo-hoo! Can we have a word with you?
I'm surprised you want to have a word with a coward.
Oh, I don't think you're a coward. And Modesty has something she wishes to say to you.
Well, I'm not sure I want to hear what she has to say.
Tell Mr. Trustworthy that I think I found the person that he's looking for, if he cares to know who it is.
Tell Miss Faithful that's nice, but I'm no longer employed as a railroad detective.
What? You lost your job?
That's right. Your boss just found out that he's the new owner of the Otter Tail Valley, and he fired me.
That's terrible. Ask him what he's going to do next. What are you going to do next?
Oh, I don't know. Probably have to go back into the theater.
That really doesn't pay. Unless there just happens to be a hat at the back of the bar. And people put tips in it after the show. But other than that, I don't know.
On second thought, I'm still an investigator until this train arrives in Fremont.
Good choice.
And that means that I'm going to continue my investigation. Not that it's any of her concern.
So he said,
Yeah, I got what he said.
I haven't seen such infantile behavior since the 4th grade. And now, Ted, we came here to talk to you for 2 reasons. First off, Modesty has something she wishes to say to them. Something she wishes to say directly to you.
Ted, I wish to apologize for my rude and insensitive remarks earlier. Upon reflection, I realize you have rules you need to live by, and it was insensitive of me to try to get you to disregard them. I'm sorry. Please accept my apology.
Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Okay, I thought about it. I accept.
Ted, does that mean dinner's still on?
The invitation still stands. And I was so moved by the sincerity of your apology that I feel I should apologize to you too. I should have used more tact.
No, it was entirely my fault.
No, it was mine.
No, mine.
No, it was mine.
No, mine.
You know what? For their sake, let's just forget about it. Let's make up.
Sounds good to me.
You know, it wasn't the 4th grade, it was the 3rd grade. Oh, are you two at it again? Crying out loud. Stop it. There'll be plenty of time for that later. So, Modesty, tell Ted, who is this person that matches his description?
That's right. I was so distracted I almost forgot.
You still have the description handy.
Well, of course.
Read it aloud to us again.
Oh, for crying out loud, Modesty. Just tell us, quit teasing us here.
Just humor me for a second. Just listen to the description, see if you can figure out who it is.
Okay.
White male, 6 feet tall, gray hair, mostly bald, black mustache, wearing a black coat, white carnation, striped pants, black stovepipe hat. He carries a black briefcase, is a little paunchy, and extremely
Did he say homely?
So, does that description remind you of anybody?
Great day in the morning. That description fits. It fits you to a T.
I can't believe it. I'm a trained investigator and I didn't notice the resemblance. Modesty, you're a genius.
Yes, you are.
Well, it took me a little while to put it together, but I'm positive that's the man you're looking for.
So, Ted, are you gonna put him in a slammer?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, where'd you come up with that term, Tizzy?
What does that mean?
A slammer is what criminals call the jail.
But I read it in True Detective Mysteries. So, are you gonna arrest him? Huh?
Are you?
Well, I'm afraid I can't arrest him simply based on a description. No, we're going to need to catch him in the act.
Well, that's not gonna happen on this trip.
Why not, Tizzy?
Because he already received a telegram accepting his offer to purchase the Otter Tail Railroad. So now there's no need for him to cut the brake lines.
She's right.
Unless what?
Unless he receives word that the Otter Tail Valley has pulled back their offer of acceptance.
That's ingenious. Then he'll have to cut the brake lines after all.
I just love the way your mind thinks.
Just takes the inspiration of a beautiful woman.
Oh, I thank you, Ted. No modesty, she's kind of cute too.
I'm sure Ted was referring to both of us, right, Ted?
Yeah. Well, whatever you say.
So wait, how are we gonna get a message to Balderdash? There's no phone service or mail delivery when the train is in motion.
Now I'll have to think about that.
I've got it! We can fake a telegram from the president of the Otter Tail Valley and say he received a better offer.
That should do the trick.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep our eye on him and catch him in the act.
Oh, keeping our eye on him shouldn't be too much trouble. He's kind of a big target. But you know, he's probably not gonna do anything if we're watching him all the time.
We could leave him alone after dinner and then spy on him in the coupling platform.
Modesty, that's brilliant. When he thinks he's being unobserved, he'll go to cut the brake lines. And then we'll catch him in the act.
Yeah. So, I'll go get a telegram, right? Okay. Oh, and I'll type it up. Oh, and then I'll get it to Balderdash. Oh, we are gonna catch this big fat old man. Oh, I'm so excited!
I got some descriptive names for him.
I'm going to go get a sandwich out of my suitcase in order to be ready to stake out the coupling car. I'm afraid we're going to have to take a rain check on that dinner date.
That's all right. I think we'll have plenty of other evenings to dine together.
Plenty of time together. I like the sound of that.
You know, something bothers me about Balderdash.
What's that?
Well, why hasn't he tried to cut the brake lines on this trip already?
Well, he probably figured that since he already owns the Otter Tail Valley, he doesn't have to. Or it could be that his knife is dull. He did ask me if I had a knife sharpener.
I just think he is despicable.
Well, what I find despicable about him is that he's keeping me from dinner with a beautiful woman.
Such flattery. You're making me blush, Mr. Ted Trustworthy.
Always call me Ted. See?
It'd be a pleasure, Ted.
Well, 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 I hope I'm interrupting something.
Well, you are.
I'll see you later, Ted.
Looks like someone's making better time than this train.
Mr. Balderdash. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh, aren't you the lucky one? What's on your alleged mind?
Just some new information that's recently come to my attention.
Oh, let me guess. Too much fat is bad for you?
It is. But that's not what I wanted to discuss. Are you aware, Mr. Balderdash, that you match the description of the brick line slasher?
I doubt it. I thought you said he was homely. Well, that certainly doesn't apply to me. Besides, there are several homely men all over this train. In fact, in this very dining car, I could probably point out a couple if they make eye contact. Like this gentleman here, the founding father of the phonically challenged support group.
Your eyes must be deceiving you, Balderdash. This handsome man here with the rugged jaw and the rippling muscles.
How about this man over here with a silly, you-know-what eating grin on his face?
Are you kidding? A handsome man like this? Carved from a hunk of marble? Like a recent sculptor? Look at that physique. Posing for us.
Or the description could match you.
Oh, you're serious? Balderdash, I think your eyes are failing. What do you think, folks? Yeah. Wait, are you saying yes to the homely? Either way, my eyes are still working fine. And I'm keeping them fixed on you, Balderdash.
Well, you can suspect all you want, but didn't I say that your services as a detective were no longer needed?
I'm still an investigator on this railroad until we reach Fremont. And I'm keeping my eyes on you.
Well, Einstein, why would I sabotage my own train,
Oh, I don't know. Maybe just to be mean.
Or maybe just for the fun of it. Well, the brakes seem to be working fine on this train.
I don't know. We're moving too slow to tell. But I assure you, Mr. Balderdash, if we arrive in Fremont and glide past the station, I will arrest you for sabotage.
Arrest away, Gumshoe. You'll never prove it in court.
Oh, it should be easy enough to prove once we establish that you were on the other trains that were sabotaged.
Big deal. Just because I might have been in the other trains doesn't mean anything. It could simply be a remarkable coincidence.
Speaking of proof, you wouldn't happen to have a knife on you, would you?
Why, yes, I do. I have a nice pocket knife. I carry it with me at all times. It was a graduation gift from my mother.
You graduated from a school?
Yes, the Benedict Arnold Reform School. I graduated Kama Summa Cum Laude. What are you laughing at? At least I graduated.
May I see this knife?
Do you have a search warrant?
Not yet.
Well, then go fish. You know, this conversation has become boring. Good day to you, gumshoe.
I just know that villain Balderdash is guilty. I need to find the evidence I need to put him away. As long as he's at large, everyone on this train is in danger. I simply can't allow that.
Well, you can't allow what, dear?
Can't allow that villain Balderdash to... Wait. You just called me dear.
I did?
Yes, you did. Dear.
Oh, I love it. You sound so Natural.
Doesn't it though?
Like we've been calling each other dear for years.
And I have a feeling we'll be calling each other dear for years to come.
I like the sound of that.
I got the telegram! I got it! Oh, were you two at it again? I bet they were, weren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just be leaving then.
Wait, Tizzy, no, I need your help.
I don't know, looked like he was doing okay to me.
Not with that.
I second that.
I need your help in finding the incriminating evidence we need to arrest Balderdash.
Well, that's what we were going to do with the telegram, remember? Give it to Balderdash and then spy on him and a couple of platforms?
Yes, except I somehow suspect that Balderdash won't be cutting the brake lines on this train.
Why not?
I may have told him just a moment ago that I'd arrest him if the brake lines were cut. Which, in hindsight, is perhaps not the brightest thing to do.
You're trying.
But it's all right, because I think that we'll find all the incriminating evidence we need in Mr. Balderdash's private briefcase.
So we're back to where we started from? Trying to get a look in that briefcase.
We'll just pretend we didn't bring that up before. And we'll especially pretend I didn't shoot the idea down.
Okay.
And I think I have an idea of how we can do it.
Oh, really?
But I'm going to need both of you to lend a hand.
Well, count me in. What do you want me to do?
Me too, what's my part?
Tizzy, does Mr. Balderdash ever set down his personal briefcase?
Yeah. Every night he goes in there to do a little bit of bookwork right before he retires.
Excellent. That's what I want you to deliver the telegram.
Great, I can do that. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on his stupid face.
Modesty, that's where you come in. Well, he's looking at the telegram. Pretend to be fascinated by his business success. Bat your eyelashes at him. Move close to him. Put on the art of seduction.
I don't know, he is pretty homely. Well, I guess it's time that my acting classes in high school finally paid off.
That's the spirit. Now, his natural instinct will be to set his briefcase down in order to keep both hands free.
Yeah. Oh, and while he's being enchanted by modesty, I'll switch the briefcases. Yeah, that way, I mean, they look identical practically. You'll never know the difference.
Exactly. I know he'll even be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, not at all.
And if I can get him to escort me to the club car, you'll have plenty of time to look at the contents of the briefcase.
But it's very important that we have the time we need to find the evidence.
I'll do my best to keep him interested, but I don't know how long I can keep up the pretense of being interested in him.
Oh, if you need more time, just mention his stamp collection. Well, that'll keep you busy for an hour.
And if we find the evidence that I think we'll find, I'll come and arrest him on the spot.
Oh. Well, I just thought of something. Won't the evidence we find be thrown out in court because it was obtained illegally?
Not if it's Tizzy that opens the suitcase. As a company employee, she has access to company documents.
Yeah, that's right. And if in the process of just doing my duties, I should happen to encounter evidence of treason, well, it is my duty as a citizen to contact the authorities.
You seem very knowledgeable about the law, Tizzy.
Yeah, I told you, I read True Detective magazines.
I'm going to have to start reading that magazine.
Well, I'm impressed, Ted.
Because I'm going to read a detective magazine.
No, I'm just impressed with you.
Well, I'm pretty impressed with me too, Mother. And I think you're pretty impressive yourself.
Thank you. Well, I will be impressed with both of you if we can get the goods on Balderdash.
Did I hear someone say my name?
Yeah. I was just asking Ted and Modesty if they had seen you because I wanted to know if you wanted to do any more dictation.
That's what she was just acting as if we weren't scheming at all.
I truly did want to do some dictation because it's so much fun.
As a matter of fact, I do have dictation about 4 hours worth. I want to send some letters to all of my stockholders with the company bylaws. Now, let's get busy.
Mr. Balderdash, you're such a fascinating man. I had no idea that a man as handsome as yourself could be so dynamic.
Please, my dear, call me Bart.
But, oh my, what a masculine first name. What's your full name?
It's Barton Sylvester Balderdash.
Wait. Your name is Barton Sylvester Balderdash.
Yes.
B.S. Balderdash. B.S. Balderdash. That's priceless.
I don't get it. What's so funny about my name?
Oh, nothing. B.S.
I'll tell you later, B.S. I mean, Bart. I mean, Mr. Balderdash.
So, tell me more about your business affairs. But,
Well, there is the H&H Railroad operation.
please tell me more.
Now, modesty. I'm sure Mr. Balderdash is far too busy to tell you about his business transactions. And remember, we had some dictation to do.
And I seem to recall that we had a dinner date, Modesty.
My dear, might we find another place later this evening where we could be alone?
I'll try, but... Could we reschedule our dinner date for tomorrow, Ted?
Oh, I don't know. I'd be very disappointed.
I promise I'll make it up to you.
If you insist.
My dear, would you come with me to the club car where we could have a dinner in private? Besides, the company there is much better than the riffraff you find in this venue. If the shoe fits.
But aren't you wanting to do some dictation?
Oh, yes. About that dictation, we've been working much too hard lately. Why don't you take the rest of the evening off and have dinner here and charge it to me?
Why, thank you.
And just don't order the steak.
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Balderdash. I don't ever remember you buying me a meal before.
I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, B.S.
That's awfully kind of you, Bart. I'm beginning to admire you more and more.
Oh, well, you know, I'm a very nice person once you get to know me. Come along, my dear.
Tissy tells me you have a stamp collection.
Oh, yes. It's the largest stamp collection east of the Otter Tail River. If you play your cards right, I'll give you a private showing.
Lucky me. Wow. That Modesty is a great actress, isn't she? Oh, she had maneuvered him around like hot butter. Oh, and that briefcase switch did work pretty good too, don't you think? Yeah, I tell you, that just went off so good. I just can't believe Modesty is so great. And I tell you, it couldn't have been easy to be pretending to be enchanted by his good looks, because that fellow is homely.
Kind of makes you wonder how many other men she's stringing along.
At least we got his documents. Let's go through, see what we can find. Oh, where can we get to him?
Don't believe it. These are deeds of purchase for 1, 2, 3, 14 major railroads. Holy moly! I knew he was planning on buying more railroads, but nothing on a scale this large.
And this file is full of bank documents extending loans for, well, millions of dollars into Balderdash's corporation. So, is this enough to arrest him?
It's more than enough. With this evidence, I can guarantee that Balderdash will be put away for antitrust violations.
What about treason?
No, there's not really any evidence in here of espionage.
Well, I guess antitrust is better than nothing. I just thought of something. If you arrest Balderdash and he goes to jail for his crime, I'm gonna be without a job.
But at least you won't be working for a crook.
Well, that's true enough. And I'm certainly not gonna miss him. He was so mean sometimes, and he was awful at giving dictation.
I'm gonna go wire the authorities in Fremont about what we found here.
Oh, good, do that. You're going the wrong way. He'll be back. He's a detective. He's kind of smart that way. Oh. Look at this. It's next year's payroll projections, and I'm not getting a raise. Well, bad. And I'm so good at my job.
Well, it looks like I got back just in the nick of time.
Mr. Balderdash, you're back so soon.
Yes, I picked up the wrong briefcase by mistake. Oh, I see you found it. What were you doing rifling through my briefcase?
Funny story. I was picking it up off the floor, and all the documents just fell out, so I put them back for you, and there you go.
I don't believe you for a minute. I think you were snooping through my papers. That means that you know too much about my plan.
Nobody has ever accused me of knowing too much. and I didn't see any of those documents, except the payroll projections, which look like I am not getting a raise next year.
That proves it. You do know too much.
Oh.
Come along, my dear. We're going back to the observation car, where you're going to have a little accident.
Oh. What kind of an accident?
You're going to fall off the back of the train.
No, that's gonna hurt.
At the speed this train is going, I doubt it. Anyway, I'll give you a pillow. The thing is, you'll be out of my hair until we reach Fremont. Come along now.
Oh, no, I don't like this party going on here.
What's going on?
Curses!
Thank goodness you're here, Ted. That villain was going to throw me off the train.
Is this true, Balderdash?
Nonsense! I was merely trying to frighten her into admitting she was rifling through my papers. The only harm I intended to do was to fire her for disloyalty.
Well, I wasn't going to be working for you much longer anyways.
You were going to be... What? What are you talking about?
She means that you won't need a secretary where you're going, Balderdash.
So you did find incriminating evidence in that briefcase? Oh, I knew it.
Yes, we found all the evidence we need to arrest Balderdash.
That's Mr. Balderdash to you, you criminals.
Criminals? Us? You're the criminal.
No, you're the criminals. You were rifling through my briefcase, which is private property. So you're guilty of burglary. And those papers will never be admissible in court. I'm going to see to it that each of you get 20 years in prison for this.
I am afraid you are quite incorrect in your assumption, Mr. Balderdash. You see, as an employee, it was perfectly within my right to open and examine the contents of that briefcase. That is all the evidence we need to arrest you.
What happened to your accent, Tizzy? It's gone all, foreign.
Oh. Well, I suppose with the excitement I most completely forgot about that. But you see, I'm not from this country at all. I'm sorry, old girl.
Bold girl.
Sorry, figure of speech, love. No offense intended.
But Tizzy, if you're not from this country, then where are you from? And why did you hide your identity with a phony accent?
Well, I suppose now that Balderdash has been apprehended, I can let you know what all this scuttlebutt is about. You see, I am Inspector Hermione Hacksaw, Scotland Yard, seconded to the MI5. And we have been investigating a large amount of currency that has been removed from our country in violation of our currency laws. So we now have all the evidence we need to arrest Balderdash.
I can't understand a word she's saying.
Well, it is my privilege, sir, to announce to you that I have been given complete authority to arrest you by the crowd.
Now, not so fast there, missy. Now, if you think that I'm going to allow some foreign person from foreign country to come over here and arrest the United States soil, you got it.
Ted, what has happened to your diction? It's awful.
Well, seeing as how old Hermione here let her cat out of the bag, I reckon it's time I let you in on my little secret as well. The name's Ted Trueheart, Texas Ranger. I'll show you my badge, but I left it backstage. We've been investigating this rascal for a long time on account of his crooked dealings with the Texas National Railroad. Looks like this is your last roundup, pard. You're under arrest by the great state of Texas.
I can't understand a word you're saying either. Speak English.
I think you're a little out of your league there, cowboy. If anybody's gonna be arresting this scoundrel, it's gonna be me.
I suppose you're going to sing her a Canadian Bounty now.
A cute observation for a man who is so homely. But you hit the nail on the head, eh? My name is Sergeant Melody Munglo of the Canadian Royal Mounted Police. We tracked this fella all the way from Moose Drop in Saskatchewan to a large amount of money with the Moose Dropping branch a few years ago.
Well, at least I understand her.
And even though you two people are law enforcement in your own country, I'm afraid our treaty with the Americans gives me the upper hand on who's authorized to take this villain into custody, eh?
So I reckon you didn't mean all those things you said then.
Of course I did. I figured once we got this villain behind bars, we could resume our romancing.
Well, that's mighty nice of you, man. Especially since I got jurisdiction on this varmint here, so as soon as we take him down south to Texas.
Oh, no. I have been issued a warrant by Washington, D.C. that gives me complete authority to arrest Balderdash. So he is scheduled on the first train east.
I think you mean south, Lonnie.
No, I do want to tell you
Hey, hold on there, Pard!
Drop your big head, cowboy.
I will come back by the heels.
I gave you the slip by hiding in the women's room. Now, out of my way, gumshoes.
We got you, you bounder!
Hey.
It's off to the tower for you.
No, it's provincial jail, Tizzy.
Oh, the name is for my
It's Melody, do you love me?
Women are fighting over me.
It doesn't matter what your handles are, you only got a hound's chance at Haiti to take him anywhere, because he's going south with me to Texas.
No, he's going to Saskatoon.
No, he is going to London.
To Waco. Now, don't make me
We're closer to Canada anyway. It's Scotland, not Canada. We're going to take him to Canada.
Let's calm down now. Let's talk about this like civilized folk. We can't do this here in the dining car in front of paying guests. Now, what do you say we go to the club car and discuss this like civilized folk over some sarsaparilla?
I like the idea. You know, I've never had sarsaparilla before.
Well, my dear, you are in for a treat. Let me tell you about the quality. Bring along Balderdash.
Oh, sure.
We'll
Yes,
discuss
I will
it
do
down
that.
here. So you're from Canada.
I am for University of Texas.
Well, I was
Oh my
born and
goodness.
raised.
Now that those two idiots have left, you are in my possession, you are my prisoner, and this train is due to stop in 3 minutes. Aren't you lucky? Exactly 3 minutes, in which you are going to your last stop, jail.
But wouldn't a tropical island be better than jail? And you could come with me.
Why would I come with you?
Well, because it's a jail. Tropical island is much better than jail, and you could It's much better than London. And you could never have to work another day in your life.
Ooh, but I'd have to go with you?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because I'm rich.
Rich, you say?
Oh, yes. Yes. Why don't we go have a nice steak dinner and I'll discuss it with you, my dear.
Ooh. Well, I guess a little chit-chat couldn't hurt. I mean, it's worth the discussion. What can I say? He's rich.
Extremely. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, and have a safe ride home. We have Anna wants to come on and say a few words, the owners, and really appreciate your support. Thank you all.